Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all binaries, I'm Wolfgang Wilcox, your friend from the UK, welcoming you back to Her Majesty's Spiffing, where we're about to go and find out where Sub-Lieutenant Jones has buggered off to. Wheels truck on the floor. So, yep, here he is.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
What is it you're tinkering with there, Jones? That isn't our reconnaissance rover you're disassembling, is it?
Well, but, funny story. While you were downstairs attending to that very complicated, laborious task, flicking that switch on and off, I've been running a variety of pre-mission calibration tests on the Beagle 2-2.
I presume that's why the floor's covered with bits of toy Hot Wheels track.
Firstly, the fact that this modular vehicular pathway simulation system happens to be mass-produced and branded as a children's toy is irrelevant. And secondly, yes.
Sounds like I'm going to be required to go on some kind of scavenger hunt. What do you need?
To get the rover going again?
For the time being, that's all I feel I'm obligated to offer, yes.
I think the rigorous nature of the, test may have burned out the main motor.
I see. So, I'll have to find something to create some sort of electromagnet that'll revolve when a current is passed through it. I'll have to fashion a pulley system of sorts to drive power to the wheels. Something with a taut elastic band should do the trick, like an alluring undergarment. Now, if I was to remove the elastic...
Alternatively, but you could just always grab me a spare. We've got a cupboard full of them.
I don't suppose you noticed anything out of the ordinary earlier when I was performing that emergency systems reset procedure. Specifically immediately once the power came back on.
No. Why, should I have?
Well, I don't know. Probably not. Forget I mentioned it. Be sure to put your toys away when you're done.
Right. So, expect I have to open the cupboard with the screwdriver.
Right. I'll have this open in a jiffy.
I wonder it wouldn't bloody open. It's got hinges installed on both sides of the door.
Aha! That's what I'm after. Splendid. Why, that was very straightforward. However, I can't help but feel if I had my time again, I'd do something different. Oh well, let's get this to Alad.
Must be from another route that you can take somehow. I don't remember what it is because I 100%ed this a long time ago, not long after it came out. I'm just doing another playthrough for the lovely people who asked for it.
It's Wales' own son, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Let it not be said I don't give you anything, Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
An unhealthy reliance on migraine medication already proves that, but...
Now get this mess cleared up and put the Beagle 2-2 back together.
For the last time, the left stick moves it forward and back. The right stick turns it left and right.
Okay, I'm just going to confess something.
Myself.
The game fucking crashed on me twice at that
For
exact
the last
moment.
time, the left stick moves it forward and back. The right
And this
stick
is my
turns
third
it left
time
and
doing
By
this.
Jove, it works!
In 600,000 yards, your destination will be on the right. You've reached your destination.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones, we've arrived! The new world! Quickly, break open a container of property of ER2 flags and prepare a landing party!
As much as I'd love to jump onto the surface and soak up the radioactive atmosphere of this uncharted, most likely fatally hazardous planet, I
feel
think
like
it
I'm on
may be an
Robot
idea to send
Wars.
the Beagle 2-2 down first, just to get a feel for the place.
I considered your suggestion, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, and have made the executive decision to send the Beagle 2-2 down for a quick recce, prior to making our own triumphant descent. The extra time will allow us to properly consider which 19th century member of the aristocracy to name this place after.
Launching probe.
Oh, don't tell me it's fucking stuck.
Blast! The motor was a dud. Probably made by a Brummie or someone else from the north.
I wouldn't say Birmingham's in the north.
Anywhere above Enfield's north as far as I'm concerned, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Well, we'll have to go down and salvage the rover. It'll look very embarrassing if we lose another one of these. Set us down. All right, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Where have we landed?
We've landed on an uncharted rock structure, somewhere outside the range of what was previously understood to be the limit of human interstellar travel.
I see. So, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, what exactly do we know about this place?
Well, it's an uncharted rock structure, somewhere outside the range of what was previously understood to be the limit of human interstellar travel.
I see. I don't suppose you could enlighten the audience with anything a little more specific.
Look, I'm called Aled Jones, probably the most generic, stereotypical Welsh name in existence. It's clear that whoever's writing this hasn't bothered doing a terrible amount of research. I wouldn't count on anything specific.
How will we go about finding the location of the Beagle 2-2? Presumably we have some kind of app for that.
I'm afraid not. We could download one. Only costs 69p.
69 pence? That was free.
Haha. 69 pence Apple apps.
Right, the plan is we head out, walk around aimlessly, look at a load of stuff eliciting a series of wry remarks, then start clicking everywhere until something happens.
I linger in the background and provide a series of hints if you feel things are a little too vexing.
Why break tradition, eh, Sub-Lieutenant Jones? Let's go!
Absolutely.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
Any idea where we should be looking?
Have you checked by those rocks?
Those rocks? Yes.
Let's try looking by those other rocks then.
No hand-holding here. An example of how much we respect the intellect of our audience. Don't mind me. No doubt filled with epic loot, as they say on the YouTubes.
Okay, not a lot of the jokes aged that well. That one aged pretty well. Oh,
It's a rock.
indeed.
Her Majesty's spaceship Imperial Eyes. As beautiful as she is subtle. I don't believe the isolation of space has forced me to talk to the furniture just yet. It's another rock.
I'll talk to this one too.
There are a lot of rocks.
What about you? No, not you. Okay.
Look, Boyo, over there. Where? By that rock. Would it trouble your Majesty to use another point of reference, Sub-Lieutenant Jones? Fine, Boyo. By that gorilla. God, that's the second biggest monkey I've ever seen. I think he's holding the Beagle 2-2. Put that down, you damn dirty ape. Come on, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Let's get after him.
Oh wow. You already had the damn dirty egg. Did you really have to do the Statue of Liberty as well? No subtlety, I suppose.
I fear I'm at risk of repeating myself.
Great, well that's ripped our rover apart completely, bastard thing. Shrubbery.
No point leaving without a souvenir.
Ah! Trowel. I wonder if that's what I can sift through the cat litter with.
I'm not averse to getting my hands dirty, it's just ring's never my colour.
Might as well go back to the ship and get that now while I'm thinking about it.
What's the rush to leave? Now we're here, we might as well make a day of it.
Ah, alright then. What?
So fast, you English mongrels. What do we have here, Pierre? Ah. Ouais, I see. Well, it would appear that you are too late, monsieur. English. Captain Frank Lee English. I'd just like to clarify that I'm not actually English. I'm Welsh. Monsieur English and Monsieur Welsh. It appears that you have been too late. Mon subordinate Pierre and moi have beaten you and your queen to this rich, fertile, nouveau world. It's a bit rocky. Little bit rocky, ouais, petit landscaping required. But soon, the ground you are defecating with your presence will be the location of my vast winery, growing the sweetest French grapes the world has ever tasted. And everyone will eat grapes, wear berets, carry baguettes, ride bicyclettes, and all the other things we French like to do. You're insane. Am I?
Rioting. Oops. Did I say that?
And how are you going to stop me?
Clinging to classical or is exhausting a list of social stereotypes. Solving a juvenile by the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Oh my God, I can't believe you actually said that. I fear you underestimate the extent to which a conceited self-confidence, fueled by national historical achievements, can profit one in such circumstances. We've been perfecting this same method for centuries. You'll have to do better. We intend to ridicule you into submission, exhausting an extensive list of social stereotypes conceived through years of suspicion and ignorance. Then what? Are you going to celebrate with a petit compete? Eh? Wash down with a cup of tea? Expose your crooked teeth while you laugh regaling this tale with your unsatisfied wives? Ha! Can't play that game, Monsieur English. Honestly, I imagine this standoff will be resolved through the completion of some sort of moderately juvenile, yet entertaining puzzle. How can you be so sure? Well, it's got us this far. We could... Look! A three-headed monkey! Where? Quick, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, run! Oh, man! How did I fall for that? Wait, you're right. I am too trusting. Pardonnez-moi, I'm a sucker for the blue eyes. What now, boyo? Well, before we can legitimately lay claim to this new world, we need to remove their flag and hoist ours in its place. Why? Didn't they teach you history at school, Sub-Lieutenant Jones? That's just how these things work.
Lure Anton and Pierre away from the French camp. I go back to the ship now. Get that thing out the cat litter. That will probably be the key to this whole thing.
I won't be long, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Amuse yourself until I get back. I'll try and recollect the last couple of hours.
I gotta be honest, every time I hit a loading zone now, I'm just paranoid it's gonna fucking crash.
Ooh. Ay, bendito. I make no bones about how grim that was.
How have I got there?
Fortunately, the majority of our ships made from balsa wood and papyrus, so the hull shouldn't interfere with this metal detector.
Fuck's sake. Okay, that's all well and good, but what the fuck do I need a metal detector for? What could I possibly be missing?
Surely you can't be serious.
Ah. If I find a coin in the sofa cushions, I can get a frog, right?
Oh, what have we here? Either the upholstery's been woven from tinsel, or we've hit the jackpot. It's an elegant lady's purse, filled with loose change.
There we go. Now I'm getting it.
If you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself.
Oh, the bloody frogs have woken up again.
While I'm here, I may as well give it a go. Gotcha!
Yay.
You know the old saying? A frog in the hand is worth two in the biological science testing facility.
Right. I'll be honest, this little puzzle I do remember from the playthrough.
He sticks to his moist green flesh, thus progressing this ethically questionable puzzle.
Because of how fucking ridiculous and absurd it was, and how long it took me to figure it out. Re-equip the cheese frog, please.
If my moderately racist grandparents have taught me anything, it's that this should work. What is this sorry excuse for that? Is that Swiss cheese? That slice of Emmental de Soivrois with its attached right now? Kiev. Une petite entrée as well? Bien, les condiments, allez, don't let him get away. Huzzah! I hope the little fella's alright. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure they won't harm him. They're not complete savages, just French. Right, well that's the first thing it'll have to go. Ah! It appears to be protected by some kind of high-tech electrical wizardry.
Yeah, and because because Antoine shot the cheese, it allowed him to believe that it wasn't English cheddar. That's the logic behind that logic puzzle. What the fuck? Just turn it off. Oh, don't tell us something else I have to find somewhere. Please tell me it's like in this general... Aha.
I can't. I'm teetotal. It's empty, lacking in substance. They said the same thing about this script.
Just take the fucking bottle, you twat! Aled, help me out here.
So Lieutenant Jones. Aye, Bill? So how's the family back at Old Blighty? Been keeping up with the Joneses?
Mum and Dad are fine. The herd's getting ready to go to uni in Swansea.
Fantastic! What's she studying?
3D computer animation.
Oh! Your sister's studying in Swansea. Been down recently?
Not to visit her. A few of us went camping around the Gower though. It's lovely the further out to the city you go.
Yes. The further the better. Don't mind me. So Lieutenant Jones.
Aye, boyo?
I can't. I'm teetotal. I don't believe the isolation of space is forced.
Examine it.
Unbelievable. Since they've been out here, he's finished the whole lot without even removing his helmet.
What am I
It's
missing?
unlocked. So technically there's like inviting us in.
There must be something else I can interact with without going all the way back to the fucking ship. Please. Ah.
Let's try and salvage something, like a spare wheel nut, or a fragment of dignity. Before its untimely passing, the Beagle 2-2 appears to have discovered a rock. Well, it's not quite Tutankhamun's tomb, but right now I'll take what I can get.
throw the rock at the button. There we go. Hang on. Latex balloons. Yeah. That's what it is. Anyway, throw the rock at the bottom. Oh, you fucker. Okay. But I can't go outside.
Let's take the opportunity while this is on fast. As innovative as the tactic of attempting exactly the same thing that didn't work the last time is, I perhaps have to think of another way to disable this permanently.
Well, let me pick up the wine bottle now.
It's empty. Lacking in substance.
Ah.
There seems to be no else down here besides this copious stockpile of fermented grape juice.
Aha. It just clicked. You ever see those videos where somebody throws a brick into a bugged washing machine? There we go.
Let's take the opportunity while this is offline to do a sort of rebranding outside. Victory is ours, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Now I know how Nelson felt in Trafalgar. Prior to being shot, of course. Although I'm fairly certain I pulled something in my throwing arm earlier, so I can empathize. Hey, Sub-Lieutenant Jones! We don't have long. Do you have a flag ready for hoisting?
Standard.
Yes. Is it ready to go?
I got you.
Right. Now make sure it's the right way round. Honestly, the number of people that make that mistake, it's just bad schooling if you ask me.
I think I hear someone coming. Will I hoist it now, boyo?
Steady, Jones. It isn't official unless we play the national anthem. Fortunately, I have it saved on this anodized aluminium foil.
We are the deadbeats. We're the captain's side. We don't stop. We love you.
Quickly, boyo. They're almost here.
I'm trying, but I think someone's put it on. Okay, I got it. Now.
Is it the right way up? No.
This land is hereby property of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Sapien. Well, pardon. Oh, excusez-moi. Your queen is welcome to this trial. Baron, infant rock, Monsieur English. Je suis désolé. We have discovered a land so abundant and fertile that even the grapes we harvest will be so ripe and succulent that even you British, in spite of your primitive, insipid palate, will acknowledge the superiority of our
Huh. And here come the Americans to ruin everything.
Why does it always rain in England?
Tourism, maybe. Depends on sales. Hashtag capitalism. Tell your friends to buy online.
Is that the last defender of
Sadly,
faded glory
8 years on, no sequel.
in tattered
Would have liked a bit more of this humour, but ah well.
for Majesty?
That was Her Majesty's Spiffing.
Remember
Little shorter series, fun little game. Again, a lot of the political commentary is a bit outdated now, but still pretty funny if you were around for it. Pierre Mayhew, as in Peter Mayhew, because the gorilla was a Chewbacca parody. Very good, very clever. Never spotted that one before. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. A good night out there, whatever you are.